Hey everyone, welcome back to Global Coin News. Today's video is absolutely massive for all coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers, especially if you've ever dug through pocket change looking for hidden value. I'm talking about the most valuable Jefferson nickel coins ever produced by the United States. The legendary Monticello 5-cent pieces that are worth thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars in today's market. You might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it, so don't skip watch till the end. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon now because the information we're about to uncover could change your collecting game forever. We're diving deep into history, rare mint marks, condition secrets, collector demand, market values in dollars, and tips that major collectors don't tell you. Let's jump in. Let's get started. First up, we are diving into one of the most exciting treasures of American numismatic history, the 1940s Jefferson nickel from the legendary Monticello series. This is not just an ordinary 5-cent coin. This is a shining symbol of history, craftsmanship, and rising collector demand that continues to grow stronger in today's action market. If you have this coin in your collection, you could be holding a powerful piece of value that many collectors are actively searching for across the United States and around the world. The story of the Jefferson nickel begins in 1938 when the United States Mint introduced a new design to honor the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, replacing the long-running Buffalo nickel. The new design featured a dignified portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and his historic Virginia home, Monticello. On the reverse, the design was created by talented sculptor Felix Schlag, whose work captured classical elegance and national pride. By 1940, the series was already gaining attention, and the San Francisco Mint produced a special mintage marked with the famous S Mint mark, giving birth to the highly collectible 1940s Jefferson nickel. The 1940s mint mark appears on the reverse side of the coin to the right of Monticello, and it represents its origin from the historic San Francisco Mint. This mint mark instantly adds character and regional identity to the coin. The obverse displays a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust and Liberty," along with the date. 1940. The reverse proudly shows Monticello with the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum United States of America and 5 cents. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a strong, durable metallic shine that has stood the test of time. In very fine condition, the details of Jefferson's hair, the sharp outlines of his coat, and the strong visible steps of Monticello remain impressive, creating strong eye appeal that collectors admire. When we talk about rarity and collector demand, the 1940s Jefferson nickel in very fine condition holds a respected place in the market. While millions were originally minted, survival in attractive collectible condition is what drives demand today. Coins that show clear design, details, balanced wear, and pleasing surfaces are highly sought after by serious numismatists. Collectors building full-date and mint-mark sets of Jefferson nickels actively search for strong examples of the 1940s because it represents an early San Francisco issue from the pre-war era. This historical connection, combined with its solid strike quality, creates an exciting opportunity for collectors who appreciate both history and investment potential. In today's action market, the value of a 1940s Jefferson nickel in very fine condition continues to demonstrate steady strength depending on eye appeal, originality, and overall preservation. This coin commonly trades in the range of $578,000 and can climb significantly higher when surfaces are especially attractive and free from distractions. Certified examples graded by professional services often command even stronger prices as collectors compete for quality pieces. The market for early Jefferson nickels has remained active with growing interest from both new and experienced collectors who recognize the long-term stability of classic United States coinage. For collectors who are hunting for this coin, the key is careful examination and proper preservation. Always check for the clear S mint mark on the reverse and study the fine details of Monticello and Jefferson's portrait. Storing the coin in a protective holder helps maintain its condition and appeal. Many collectors also consider professional grading to enhance value, and buyer confidence, patience, and knowledge are powerful tools because quality examples continue to attract attention in auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces. Building a focused collection around early Jefferson nickels, including the 1940s, can be both financially rewarding and personally satisfying. The 1940s Jefferson nickel from the Monticello series stands as a proud piece of American history and a shining opportunity in the rare coin market. Its connection to Thomas Jefferson, its elegant design by Felix Schlag, and its respected San Francisco mint mark all combine to create a coin that remains in high demand among collectors. In very fine condition, it offers strong detail, historical importance, and steady dollar value, making it a smart and exciting addition to any collection. If you discover this remarkable 5-cent treasure in your holdings, you are holding more than a coin. You are holding a timeless symbol of American heritage and growing numismatic value that continues to inspire collectors year after year. Next up, we are diving deep into the United States Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1952 without mint mark, in fine condition, a classic treasure that continues to attract attention in the rare coin market and surprise collectors with its steady dollar value. The story of this coin begins with the iconic Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938 as a tribute to one of America's most respected founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. The reverse proudly features his beloved home, Monticello, a symbol of classical architecture, vision, and legacy. By 1952, America was in a post-war economic boom, and the United States Mint was striking nickels in large numbers to meet circulation needs. The 1952 nickel without mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not include a mint mark during that era, giving this coin its clean and classic appearance. This 1952 Jefferson nickel showcases a strong left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust and Liberty," along with the year 1952. The reverse design displays Monticello in remarkable detail with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum, United States of America," and 5 cents. The absence of a mint mark below Monticello identifies it as a Philadelphia issue, adding to its traditional appeal. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a durable silver-gray shine that has stood the test of time. In fine condition, the details of Jefferson's hair, the outline of Monticello, and the main architectural lines remain clearly visible, presenting a balanced and attractive circulated look. Collectors today appreciate the 1952 no mint mark nickel because it represents a complete era, set necessity, and a reliable addition to any Jefferson nickel collection. Even in fine condition, this coin holds strong collector demand because many hobbyists build date and mint mark sets and require this Philadelphia issue to complete their albums. Its mid-century origin, solid composition, and historical significance make it a respected piece in the marketplace. Coin enthusiasts value coins that show honest circulation yet preserve strong design elements, and this 1952 example fits that demand perfectly. When we talk about current market value, the 1952 Jefferson nickel without mint mark in fine condition generally ranges from a few dollars depending on eye appeal, surface quality, and market trends. Higher grade examples can reach $450,000, significantly stronger prices, especially in certified holders, but even in fine condition, this coin continues to trade actively and confidently in today's coin market. Its steady popularity ensures that it remains a sought-after date among collectors who appreciate classic American coinage. For collectors looking to add this coin to their collection, it is important to examine clear details on Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello building, ensuring that the major features remain visible and well-defined. Proper storage in coin holders or albums will preserve its condition and maintain its shine over time. Studying market trends, attending coin shows, and connecting with trusted dealers can help you secure a strong example at a fair price. Building knowledge about grading standards will also increase confidence when buying or selling this classic 5-cent piece. The United States Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel. 1952, without mint mark, in fine condition, stands as a proud symbol of American heritage, steady collector demand, and dependable value. It carries the legacy of Thomas Jefferson, the beauty of Monticello, and the craftsmanship of mid-20th century minting. This coin proves that even a simple 5-cent piece can hold meaningful history and rewarding dollar potential, making it an exciting addition to any collection, and a shining reminder that hidden treasures can still be found in everyday change.
Next up, the United States Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel 2014 with the mint mark in fine condition is capturing the attention of collectors and investors alike in today's booming coin market. This coin is not just a piece of metal, it is a piece of history, a tangible connection to the legacy of Thomas Jefferson and the artistry of American coinage that continues to fascinate numismatists across the nation. The history of the Jefferson nickel is deeply intertwined with American heritage. First issued in 1938, the Jefferson nickel was designed to replace the Buffalo nickel and honor the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The Monticello reverse design pays tribute to Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia, offering collectors a glimpse into classical American architecture. Over the decades, this design has become emblematic of the Jefferson nickel series with subtle modifications, reflecting minting technology and artistic trends. The 2014 issue from the Denver Mint with its The mint mark represents a modern yet historically rich addition to any collection. The Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel 2014 is notable for its exquisite design and craftsmanship. On the obverse, the coin features the distinguished profile of Thomas Jefferson, capturing his thoughtful expression and dignified presence. This finely detailed portrait is complemented by inscriptions that include the word liberty, the date, and the famous motto, "In God We Trust." The reverse showcases the elegant Monticello home with intricate architectural lines and depth that highlight the skill of the engravers. Every curve, every line is carefully struck, making this coin not only a medium of currency but a piece of art that stands out in any collection. Collectors place immense value on the rarity and condition of coins, and the 2014 D Mint Jefferson nickel in fine condition is no exception. Its scarcity is heightened by its preservation state. Collectors prize coins that retain their original luster and sharp details while exhibiting minimal wear. The fine condition signifies a coin that has circulated lightly yet maintains its aesthetic appeal, making it a prime candidate for those seeking to enhance their portfolio with pieces that combine historical significance with tangible investment potential. Coins like this are in high demand because they appeal to both novice collectors and seasoned numismatists who recognize the long-term value of maintaining a carefully curated collection. In terms of current market value, this 2014 D Monticello Jefferson nickel has seen consistent interest among collectors and investors. The coin commands a premium in the secondary market, with prices varying depending on demand but generally reflecting a strong upward trend. Coins in fine condition have been known to fetch significant $1.2 million at auctions and through private sales driven by their collectible status and limited availability. The active numismatic market ensures that well-preserved Jefferson nickels remain a sought-after commodity, offering both immediate value and long-term appreciation potential for those who act strategically. For collectors seeking to acquire or enhance their collection with this high-demand coin, it is essential to focus on sourcing from reputable dealers and verified auctions. Authenticity and condition are paramount, and coins that come with certification from recognized grading services provide added assurance and often attract higher market interest. Careful handling, storage, and consideration of market trends can significantly impact the potential value of a coin over time. Educating oneself on mint marks, historical mintage, and subtle design variations can provide collectors with an edge in identifying pieces with exceptional value. The United States Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel 2014 with the mint mark in fine condition represents a remarkable opportunity in the world of coin collecting. It is a coin that blends historical significance, artistry, and investment potential into a single collectible. Its rising demand in today's auction market underscores the enduring appeal of Jefferson nickels as both treasured keepsakes and lucrative assets. Collectors who recognize the importance of condition and rarity are positioned to enjoy both the aesthetic pleasure of owning a beautiful piece of history and the financial rewards that come with investing in high-quality numismatic treasures. This coin is a shining example of why careful attention to detail and informed collecting decisions can lead to a truly valuable and satisfying addition to any collection. Next up, we are talking about one of the most fascinating coins ever made in United States history, the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1964, specifically the 1964 nickel with no mint mark in yellowish circulated condition, and why collectors around the world are paying attention to this seemingly simple coin right now in the auction market. This is a story of history, rarity, condition, and possible dollar value. Unlike most other coins you may have seen, this coin has a legacy that stretches back over 80 years and it deserves a deep look. The history and background of the Jefferson nickel begins with its initial release in 1938, when the United States Mint decided to replace the Buffalo nickel with a design featuring our third president Thomas Jefferson. His profile on the obverse and his beloved home Monticello on the reverse were chosen to honor his role in shaping this nation. Jefferson's home Monticello had been his plantation near Charlottesville, Virginia, and it became an iconic symbol of American heritage that was placed on the 5-cent coin by designer Felix Schlag in the late 1930s, a design that lasted for decades with only a few changes over time from 1938 to 1964 and beyond. This coin has been circulating domestically and internationally, making it one of the most recognized small denomination pieces in the world of numismatics. The unique features of the 1964 Jefferson nickel without mint mark are what makes this coin so interesting to collectors at first glance. It looks like any ordinary nickel. The diameter is 21.21 millimeters, it weighs exactly 5 grams, and it is composed of a copper-nickel alloy with 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that metallic luster that sometimes turns yellowish or off color with age due to circulation and chemical changes in the metal. On the obverse, the familiar bust of Thomas Jefferson faces left with the date 1964 below it, and on the reverse the engraving of Monticello stands proudly with the name Monticello below it, and the denomination 5 cents just under that with United States of America around the bottom edge. One of the distinctive characteristics of the 1964 issue is that inside the same year coins were also minted in Denver with a D mint mark beside Monticello, but if your coin has no mint mark, that means it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, a fact that makes it identify perfectly as a 1964 P. Jefferson nickel. The color shade you are referring to, the yellow hue, is typically due to circulation or tarnish or chemical toning over the decades, and although that does not automatically make the coin more valuable to grading professionals, it does give it aesthetic uniqueness that collectors love because it can make your coin stand out among others. In terms of rarity and condition for collector demand, the 1964 Jefferson nickel is both common and potentially rare depending on the specific variety you have. While over 1 billion coins with no mint mark were struck in 1964, making them common in circulated grades, the truth is that coins that have exceptional features such as well-defined details, minimal wear, and especially a bright and unique color tone can attract collector interest beyond just face value. The concept of collector demand revolves around the condition and specific traits of the coin. Collectors refer to categories like good, very fine, extremely fine, and about uncirculated for circulated coins, but if a coin is exceptionally well struck, the detail in the steps of Monticello stairs may still be visible. That is known as a full steps example, and those coins are rare and highly prized by serious collectors. In fact, coins graded as full steps in uncirculated conditions have fetched thousands of dollars at auctions. A typical circulated 1964 nickel with no mint mark might only be worth a few cents or at best a few dollars, but a rare high-grade example with exceptional features might attract bidding from collectors willing to pay significantly more because they know such pieces are scarce in that condition. Now let's talk about the current market value in dollars for this coin on today's auction and collector market. A standard 1964 nickel in ordinary circulated condition without mint mark might be worth anywhere from its face value of 5 cents up to a few dollars depending on wear and overall appearance. That is because over 1 billion of these coins were made, making most of them common and easy to find. However, when you step into the realm of coins with minimal wear, crisp details, and especially the elusive full steps designation, these coins can command much higher prices at auction. Examples graded MS65 or higher with full steps can sell for $740,000 because seasoned collectors know that finding such high-quality survivors from 1964 is very unusual, and their value reflects that rarity. In extreme cases, specialized versions and high-grade examples have gone for many millions of dollars in recent years at major auctions, cementing the idea that even a common date coin can become a treasure if it meets the right criteria in condition and beauty. For collectors who are watching their coins, every tip matters. If you are lucky enough to own a 1964 nickel, first check if it actually has no mint mark and determine if it is a Philadelphia issue, then examine the condition of the coin under good lighting, if the lettering and details are still well defined, and if the reverse Monticello shows strong details on the steps, you may have more than just an ordinary circulated coin. Don't assume color tarnish hurts value. Sometimes collectors love unique patinas, but confirmation from a professional grading service can make a huge difference. Sending your coin to an organization like PCGS or NGC could reveal the true grade and unlock greater value before selling or trading. Always handle your coin carefully by the edges, keep it clean of oils and avoid harsh cleaning that can damage the surface. Often collectors find hidden gems in old coin rolls and change, so don't be afraid to keep searching and learning. The Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1964 without mint mark in a yellowish circulated condition tells a story that goes far beyond its small size from its historic origins, celebrating Thomas Jefferson's legacy to its production at the Philadelphia Mint and its ongoing appeal among coin enthusiasts today. You have seen how such a coin can be both common and rare depending on its condition and features, and why the current collector market can place big dollar values on well-preserved examples. Even though most ordinary coins remain inexpensive, always remember that rarity, condition, and collector demand are the forces that shape value, and for many numismatists the joy is in discovering those special coins that others may overlook. So keep searching and you just might hold a treasure in your hand. Next up, the legendary Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1969 with the mint mark, a coin that many people have seen but very few truly understand. This small piece of American history could be hiding in your pocket change or coin jar, and in very fine condition it can bring surprising action market value in dollar terms. Stay with me because this story might change the way you look at every nickel you find. The 1969 D. Jefferson nickel was produced at the famous United States Mint during a fascinating period in American history. The Denver facility known as the Denver Mint struck millions of these coins as the nation was experiencing cultural and economic change in the late 1960s. The design of this coin honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and features his beloved home Monticello on the reverse. The Jefferson nickel series itself began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and since then it has become one of the longest-running coin designs in American circulation. When we look closely at the 1969 D nickel, we see the classic left-facing portrait of Jefferson on the obverse with the word Liberty, and the date 1969 clearly displayed. Just beside the date you will notice the small but powerful D mint mark, which tells us this coin was struck in Denver. On the reverse we see the detailed image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia estate. The building stands proudly with sharp lines, steps, columns, and windows that collectors examine carefully to judge condition. The words United States of America and 5 cents frame the design, along with the Latin motto E pluribus unum. The metal composition of this coin is 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that strong silver-gray appearance, although some circulated pieces may show a slightly darker or warmer tone from years of use. Now let us talk about what makes a 1969 D. Jefferson nickel in very fine condition so interesting. Very fine condition means the coin has moderate wear but still shows clear design details. Jefferson's hairlines remain visible, the cheek and jaw are defined, and on the reverse the steps of Monticello may show partial detail. Collectors pay close attention to these features because condition plays a powerful role in determining value. While millions were minted, not all survived in attractive collectible grades. Many were heavily circulated, scratched, or damaged, which reduces their desirability. Finding a well-preserved, very fine example today can be more challenging than most people expect. In today's action market, the value of a 1969 D. Jefferson nickel in very fine condition is typically higher than face value, and depending on eye appeal and demand it can range from $538,000. If the coin displays exceptional detail, strong luster for its grade, or rare characteristics such as full steps on Monticello, the price can climb significantly higher, especially in higher certified grades. Collectors searching for full-date sets of Jefferson nickels often look for strong examples from the late 1960s, which keeps steady demand alive in the marketplace. For collectors and treasure hunters, the key is knowledge and patience. Always check the mint mark carefully to confirm the D under the date. Examine the steps of Monticello under good lighting because sharper steps increase desirability. Avoid cleaning your coin because cleaning can damage the surface and reduce value dramatically. Store your nickels in protective holders to maintain their condition, and consider professional grading if you believe you have an exceptional piece. Building a complete Jefferson nickel collection can be both affordable and rewarding, especially when you focus on quality examples from each mint year. The Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1969 with the mint mark is more than just small change. It is a piece of American history struck during a memorable era and still circulating in collections today. In very fine condition, it carries collector interest, steady market demand, and the exciting possibility of higher dollar value for superior examples. So before you spend your next nickel, take a closer look, because that simple coin could be a hidden gem waiting to add value to your collection and confidence to your journey as a coin enthusiast. Next up, we are diving into one of the most fascinating wartime coins in American history, the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1943 with S mint mark in circulated condition, a rare coin that continues to shock collectors in today's action market with its impressive dollar value. This is not just a small 5-cent piece, this is a powerful symbol of history, sacrifice, and hidden treasure that many people still overlook in their pocket change, and if you stay with me until the end you will understand why this coin can be worth far more than its face value and why serious collectors are always hunting for it. To truly appreciate the 1943 S Jefferson nickel, we must travel back to the intense years of World War II when the United States was deeply involved in global conflict. Nickel metal was a critical resource needed for military equipment, including armor plating and weapons production. Because of this, the United States Mint made a historic decision to change the composition of the Jefferson nickel starting in 1942 and continuing through 1945. Instead of the traditional copper and nickel blend, the coin was struck using a special wartime alloy of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. This change created what collectors now proudly call the Silver War nickels, and the 1943 S mint mark version struck at the San Francisco Mint became one of the most collected pieces of this era. The 1943 S Jefferson nickel features the iconic portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, a design created by sculptor Felix Schlag. Jefferson faces left with the word Liberty, and the year 1943 clearly visible. And because this is a wartime issue, the coin carries a large S mint mark placed boldly above the dome of Monticello on the reverse. This large mint mark above Monticello was unique to the silver wartime nickels, making them easy to identify even for beginner collectors. The reverse displays the detailed image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia, along with the inscriptions E pluribus unum United States of America and 5 cents. The coin has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and weighs 5 grams, and because of its silver content, many circulated examples develop a slightly dull gray or sometimes slightly golden tone over time, giving them a distinctive character that collectors admire. When we talk about rarity and collector demand, the 1943 S nickel stands in a special position. Millions were produced during the war, yet survival in higher grades is always the key factor in value. Circulated condition coins are common compared to uncirculated examples, but they are still highly collectible because of their silver content, historical importance, and strong demand from both beginner and advanced collectors. Many circulated coins show wear on Jefferson's hair, the cheek area, and the steps of Monticello, yet even with moderate wear they remain desirable, especially when the details are still clear and the mint mark is strong and visible. Some pieces also display interesting toning or even minor mint errors, which can dramatically increase their value in the collector market. In today's action market, the value of a 1943 S Jefferson Silver War nickel in circulated condition generally ranges from around $258,000 depending on the level of wear and appeal, and silver prices, however, better preserved circulated examples with stronger details can bring $810,000 or even higher, and if the coin approaches uncirculated condition or displays full steps on Monticello, the value can jump significantly into higher double-digit or even triple-digit territory. In rare high-grade certified cases, the market continues to show strong and steady interest because collectors appreciate both the silver content and the powerful wartime story behind the coin. As silver prices fluctuate, the base melt value also provides a safety net which keeps demand steady over time. For collectors who are searching for this coin, there are important tips to remember. Always check above the dome of Monticello for the large S mint mark because this confirms it is a San Francisco wartime issue. Examine the surface carefully for heavy scratches, corrosion, or damage because condition directly affects value. Store the coin in a proper holder to protect it from moisture and fingerprints. Since silver alloy coins can tone or tarnish over time, it is also wise to compare your coin with graded examples online to understand where it stands in the market, and if you believe you have a high-grade piece, consider professional grading because certification can significantly increase buyer confidence and overall dollar value. Patience, knowledge, and careful inspection are the true keys to building a valuable collection. The 1943 South Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It is a piece of World War II history, a silver treasure, and a reminder of a time when even everyday money played a role in supporting a nation at war. Even in circulated condition, this rare coin holds meaningful value in today's market and continues to attract attention from collectors around the world. Its combination of silver content, historical background, unique mint mark placement, and enduring demand makes it a standout among Jefferson nickels. So the next time you come across an old 5-cent coin, take a closer look because hidden within that small piece of metal could be a wartime treasure worth far more than 5 cents, and with knowledge and dedication you might just turn a simple discovery into a valuable addition to your collection, and possibly a surprising reward in dollar value. So there you have it, the most valuable United States Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel coins, and the real reasons why they're worth big money in today's collector market. We covered their rich history, what makes them unique, the critical role of rarity and condition, their dollar values, and actionable collector tips that could turn a simple 5-cent piece into a lucrative treasure. If you enjoyed this video and found value in it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our next deep dive into rare coins and hidden gems. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare nickel, or if you want us to evaluate a coin for you in a future video. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Keep those eyes sharp and your collection growing. Until next time.